Okay, guys, I like the theme, but I think it's about time for us to get a new one.
Hey,
Could we?
I would agree.
It's been a few
Wait
years.
just a second. Is that some kind of trick? Them fighting words?
And welcome to the podcast, everybody.
Oh. Hey, what's up, everybody? How you doing?
So tonight's topic, we are going to talk about AI-generated art, how that plays into the comic community, into comic books, into artists, and what everybody's perception is on things, and how that's all going to be working out going forward in the future, and how we think that blockchain technology could revolutionize it just as much. Going through chat. Dominic comes in and says, how's everyone doing today?
Always good.
Fabulous. How you doing, Frog?
Ooh, with the nicknames. Andrew Dodge comes in and says, hey guys, happy Monday. Hope it's been a great day for everyone.
Good. Man, I love your energy, Crutchy.
He's very positive.
Yeah.
Crutchy's very positive today.
I feel better already. I feel like it's a better Monday.
Nobody comes in and says, hello, how are y'all this fine Monday?
Pretty good.
Fine. But I'm fine
feel
on
better.
Tuesdays. What's up?
I just made myself an AI imagery.
Did you?
I feel better about it. Yeah,
nice. All right, we're going to talk about that here in a second. So Vav is in Twitch. What's up, man? Says, damn, I didn't recognize Jared. What's funny is Jared's wife posted a picture right after you'd shaved, and she even put in the comments, she was like, it takes a while to get used to his face.
It does.
And
it's hard to go from God to just a Lord. You know what I mean? It's you know how it goes.
Wow.
I feel like you're just trying to offend anyone possible tonight, dude. Is that what's going on here?
No, I would never. Who would have I ever offended you guys? Tell me in the comments below. Hell no.
All right. Steven comes in and says, Fry pimp slap Jared. Hey, real quick, we got to do a shout out. Steven's got a new book, I think Friday.
Hey.
Coming out.
Nice.
Right on, Steven.
The cover for it earlier today. He posted up on social media. It's pretty cool, man. It's exciting. So I think what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to storm the TCT podcast and just friggin' throw some weight around. Just jump in there old school style, like hooligans. Are you guys with me?
Dude, I am down.
Jared?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm there.
All right,
yeah.
Steven. You heard it. Nobody's Loser says, tomorrow I have 2 job interviews, so wish me luck. Good luck. That's awesome.
Good luck.
That's exactly the way to do it. Just get out there, apply, interview, Say hi, say goodbye, run to the next one, and then soon you'll be running into a check.
Matt, will you read this comment as sultry as possible?
Oh,
I can't
dang.
do the sultry voice, but I know you can, Fry. Come on.
No. Just try, Matt.
No. I want to hear Fry do it.
Why
Jared,
you turning it over to Fry? Come on, we want to hear your sultry Soul Train voice.
Because I don't have one.
Jared, you want to give it a good shot? You want it?
I disagree.
Sultry.
Wait.
Hit it sultry.
Sultry?
Yeah.
Okay, let me think about this for a second. Sultry? Okay, let me think about it for a second. What's up?
Are you going to read the comment?
Sultry. No. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Just 1 second. Let me try.
Okay.
I'm trying to get it, but it's just that just didn't feel right. Let me see. And Matt Russell just keeps looking sexy.
Will do.
That's pretty good. Dig it. Dude, your comics comes over on Twitch saying hello. What's up, man?
Hey.
We'll be talking about some of T3's art here a little bit later.
Oh, I got to look at that. That was killer stuff, man. I'm digging it.
Hey, shut. All right.
I didn't. Bring
Matt, I swear. Quick, hurry.
Spoilers.
Do something, man. This sucks. I hate being a guest on your guys' show. You know that?
Andrew Dodge says it's a new leaf, LOL, trying to always keep it positive. Ashley Masker says, from a god to a lord, laugh my ass off.
Well, it is a downgrade, but some of us just have to deal with the downgrades we're given. You know what I'm saying? Get lemons, make lemonade. You know what I'm saying? Sweet tart.
Wow. There's way too much to unpack there. That's all I'm saying.
Steven says, thanks, Eraser Arc will be available soon. I think that's the name of the new book.
Nice.
Eraser Arc. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry. But
that sounds cool.
Rose comes in. Hello, my 3 guys. Good morning. Tell me what's happening today. What's up, Rose?
Hey, what is happening today? Well, the sun is shining. The hay is falling down. I'm thinking it's going to be another gorgeous sunset. I mean,
does anybody else feel like he's about to break into a song from Oklahoma?
Dude, I feel like I'm watching an advertisement.
No, wait, sorry about that. That was wrong. Rolling hills, blue skies, something like that.
Please do that. Guys, somebody's got to be able to clip that for me.
All right, everybody. Jared's new album is coming out soon.
Let's not put out an album by me. We all got a taste of what I do just a second ago. I think we can all just sleep better knowing that we don't have to go support that, right?
Oh, come on. You want to, go on Spotify and hit repeat on that song.
Hey, I might. No, I don't.
So, topic of the night, AI-generated art. So, anybody that's inside of the comments, go ahead and sound off what your guys' thoughts are on any of the subtopics on this, or even just the main topic of AI-generated art. The future in it. We're more along the lines looking towards comics, obviously, is what we're into, but definitely interested in any other ideas or use cases that anybody's got. So, on top of that, we're going to do something a little fun tonight. I'm going to be throwing some links inside a chat. So if you guys would like, over on any of the social media platforms that you are allowed to post images to, so that means Twitch isn't going to work for this. YouTube will only work in some countries. So mainly, Twitter, Facebook, that kind of a thing. Mm-hmm. Feel free to use the links that I put inside of the chat. They're all free tools that you guys can use to make your own AI-generated art. Some of them do offer additional elements if you pay. I'm just, throwing a few free options out there so that people can kind of tip your toes in it. Check the water. See what you think. But we'd love to see what you guys have, what you guys are able to come up with and put it inside of the social media channels. And make sure you just tag us with @CryptoComics Marketplace. Totally appreciate that. I want to see what everybody's made. All right, so I let.
You want to see what I made?
Yeah, I let these guys know before the podcast started what we're going to be doing. So these guys have a little bit of a head start. So all of us kind of just made a couple of random images here. We're just going to check it out and kind of explain how AI generated images work. That way, if you're not familiar with it, maybe we can kind of give you a little crash course. Keep in mind, this is a really, really new and really cutting edge technology. So if you're listening to this podcast, like even 3 months from now or 30 years from now, anything I say might have changed by that point, just because this technology is moving really quick. We do the best we can to stay on top of these things, but it scales like crazy. So okay, who wants to go first? I'd say Matt, since Jared's not sharing his screen yet.
Let me say something. I got to use the actual Dolly system a little while back. I got to take the survey and actually kind of participate in this through my other job, and some of it was really, really crazy good stuff. Others, I gotta say, not so much. But what I was able to come up with, I was looking at as this is a start, uh, for graphic artists and artists alike. So, should I start with Crayon?
You can start with whatever you'd like to start with. Okay. So this platform here, Crayon, this used to be called DALL-E Lite or DALL-E Mini, something like that. Now DALL-E they've got its own platform, Crayon. Some of the stuff is pretty cool. So you did Futuristic Wizard.
So what I did,
that's what you went with. You were like,
I
got to think of something.
All of them. Right. That way I could actually see kind of the differences where, some strengths, some weaknesses. I started with just the Futuristic Wizard, just because
what were some of the strengths?
As far as Crayon, like I was saying, it's a great place to actually start. As far as kind of character designs, it does have some elements that are kind of cool, a little futuristic mixed with the old. This
so
is,
hold
like
on.
I said, just to start
okay,
with.
So hold on. Let's talk about the technology and how this works first before you talk about the uses real quick, just so that people understand what you're doing here. So all of these platforms work very similarly to one another, but each one of them uses their own algorithms. They use their own AI. Essentially, what's going to happen is you're going to input a prompt, and what that means is any type of key phrase. So think just words, right?
You can also use emojis on
emojis as well. Yep. Anything that the AI can read. Think about it that way. And then when the AI reads it, it's going to basically generate an image from scratch based on the information that it already has. So in this case, Matt has put in Futuristic Wizard. So those prompts obviously have told the AI, we want to see a wizard.
Did you put in an image first to give it, or did you just put in
the
words?
No, I did not. I strictly stuck with the word prompts.
Oh, okay, cool. Because the one I did it based off of some images, so I can show a before image and an after image, and a prompt phrase.
So we'll keep going here, Jared. Give me 1 second, and then start talking about how you did yours. Okay. So what the AI is going to do is it's going to take that content and it's going to generate an image based on content that matches. So it's going to take the idea of a wizard. It's going to look through all the different images that it knows as an image of a wizard, and it's going to essentially piece and toggle together all those different things. So now what Jared's talking about doing is using an actual image as a part of the prompt. So you're giving the AI even more detail, even more information. An interesting aspect of this is that also allows the AI to inspect coloration, to inspect depth, and to also check out metadata for how new an image is, how it was created, what type of program was used. And those type of AI actually end up giving you it's as a standard right now, it's kind of considered a more accurate version of what you'd probably be expecting, just because it can see if it's an old image, then it knows to use an older image style. If it's a newer image, it knows to use a newer art style, perhaps. If it's got verbiage inside of the image, it can actually read that verbiage. It's pretty exciting how crazy this thing is. So, okay, so now what you were talking about, Matt, going back to that, was the use case. So let's go back to that real quick, because you were talking about how you could see using that for character development.
So when I'm designing, a new character or something like that, I would want to kind of pull in a whole bunch of images. Like, oh, I like, if I was to design a wizard, there's this particular robe. Here's another image. There's this particular style of belt. That kind of stuff. I might look at real world images and everything. So in the end, I might have 50 or 60 images where I'm pulling each little individual piece to kind of try to create something new. Where this, it's just spit out several that are pretty well thought out, lacking in a lot of detail as far as crayon, but overall, it is a good place to actually start.
I like
So
that
as
idea.
you can see, here is the character. It's not going to help too much, but going full
It's the
screen on it.
headless horseman.
Yeah, it's missing a head. Now, if you look, they almost all are. It's definitely
Well,
cut off here.
maybe futuristic wizards don't have heads. Why the hell would they need one? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
In
they're
the
in the
future, we don't need
cosmos, bro.
heads.
They're in the
the
cosmos,
beard
dude.
goes straight into the hat, which
Look
is
at that.
kind
He
of
doesn't
weird.
even have eyes, dude. He's
Yeah.
tapped into the magic realm. The it's like the Ethernet of magic.
It's like if
just
Cousin
plugged
It
into his
was
face.
from the future and was a wizard as well.
Oh, look, it made his hand somewhat robotic.
Yeah, I did think that was kind of cool, but like I said, it's still kind of gray. I just didn't get that high definition I was hoping for.
It doesn't look like the AI really knows how the body parts attach well. You see that?
Mm-hmm. All right, but like I said, I stuck with the same prompt throughout all of them. That way I could see kind of where each individual one is going. Should I pull up, what is it, Picture?
Mm-hmm.
As you can see, it's
dang.
weird.
That one went pretty high scale for you. That's cool.
Yeah, it's definitely got kind of like a futuristic Hobbit.
What's the original image? What is on his hat?
I don't know what that is.
That is clearly a penis wizard.
See, I was thinking it looks like a lava lamp, kind of a rainbow lava.
And this is why this is not for young people, because we got somebody who wants to be that kind of wizard.
And then next to it, you have this. I'm still trying to figure that out. It's like some vehicle with a wizard hat on it.
Dude, okay, you know what I see? I see the Shire in like 3010.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking.
Oh,
you got the little doorway.
Yeah, dude.
Okay.
Nice.
All right.
Let me check in
with
chat.
But it's the Shire. It's the Shire in 2022.
It's a little beyond that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Let's check in with chat, as you were saying.
All right. Let's see here. All right. Teether Comics says just another tool. I totally agree.
Just another tool like these two.
Vav comes in and says, I love it because it enables talentless hacks like me to add art where there's no way I would be able to do so otherwise.
I know. I feel pretty artsy fartsy right now. I feel like I've accomplished something.
Keep that in mind. Rose Kirby comes in and says, I just need you to know 2 weeks time I might not have internet. Oh man.
Oh.
Well, hopefully you can keep that thing going, Rose. We sure miss you.
Why, man? Don't lose the internet.
Dominic says, not sure about AIR, but curious as to how they work code-wise. That is, they are
randomizing,
pretty big.
It's probably randomizing. Takes a lot of components, mashes shit together.
Dolly actually presents all the code for it, so you can look directly at the code.
Yeah, you can actually run it locally too. The downside there is it's not really updating as a full-on AI, but it's also not becoming sentient, so potential good trade-off there.
That's good.
Steven comes in on Facebook and says AI art could could work well for horror-based comics to tell the story of the person losing themselves or dealing with mental health issues. Yes.
Oh.
And we're going to show some art that was made by a creator that said it was cool for me to show a couple of things. And mint. Like some of the stuff that people are making.
Really good.
Keep in mind, guys, what we're doing really quick here is just to give you an idea of how these things are going.
Who said that the more detail you put in, the better off it turns out?
So that's the thing
I wish I would
it's
have
an AI.
before I wasted
The more phrasing, the more elements, time frames, those type of things, the more information you give it, the more accurate it can produce. That doesn't mean it's going to be accurate to what you think. It means it's going to be accurate to the data and the information that it's got access to.
So,
go ahead.
I was going to say, when we were testing it at work, what we were doing is we were trying to come up with all these prompts, and then as well as extra stuff like in the style of Van Gogh, Picasso, Monet, stuff like that. And some of it got weird, but actually really cool.
Yeah, we got to talk about that because something that terrified me about that when I was playing with it over this weekend. But let me hurry and finish up chatting.
Oh, yeah.
Nobody Illusion says OMG Dolly is the best at producing hilarious content. Yes, there is some good memes in there. T3 says basically it's like writing out an art script for a panel for an artist or a panel for an artist. Only it's for the AI. The more detail you tell, the better the image is going to be. Absolutely. JD Smith, Did Your Artist says, I've only used Midjourney so far. Pretty rad stuff. My peers have already started utilizing it for their concept art workflow. That's a cool idea, using it for the concept art on 3D renderings. That's a cool use case. I could definitely see it being beneficial there. Dominic Colby says, I just tried it, but half his face is blurred. That's the thing, is it's an AI. It's going to be it's going to be interesting to see what people come up with. And again, like I said, save your guys' images. Throw them up on social media. Make sure you tag Crypto Comics. If you do, and it's an image that we see and we think it's pretty cool, I think what we're going to do is use those for some new badges in the future.
Oh, that's sweet.
Have like some community generated, AI art badges. I think it'd be cool. Jay Smith says, for major film game properties, for your information. We know you work with all the big wigs, JD.
I know, dude. Did you be like freaking upper echelon elite? You ain't part of the deep state, are you, dude?
T3 says, in the future, there is no head. He posted that while we were talking about the wizard. It's just we're really behind on chat here.
I know, just
give it forward. JD Smith says,
see, if I had my controls back, we wouldn't be slapped.
JD Smith, DigiArtist, comes in and says, Skynet didn't want to destroy humans. It just wanted to fix our body parts.
Okay. Yeah, we're not going to read that one out loud. All right, moving on.
What's up? Steven says nothing wrong with Dongle the Great.
Dang it. Am I? Can you guys hear me now?
Yep, we can hear you now. JD Smith says low-hanging fruit.
Low-hanging fruit. Well, that's what they tell me.
And a really good thing. Jay Smith says, Rose, your local library should provide computer services with internet.
Oh,
that's a
nice
good idea.
One. Yeah.
Blair the Crypto Comics podcast Rose. In every library. All of the libraries. Steven, no.
No, Steven.
Dominic says,
thank you, Dominic.
Go with the first. Right on, Dominic. Thank you. Vav says, I can see more characters generated this way. I was only used Art Breeder, but this is cool. Art Breeder is really cool too. Playing with it in the next window, pretty interesting. So again, I'm going to throw some links up inside of the chat so that you guys can see a couple of other different free ones. These are really lightweight ones that I went to. They're not really going to be super useful for high quality images, but it gives people an idea of what the technology can do and lets you have some fun with it. So Jared, what did you make? What phrase?
So just 1 second.
Oh, don't do that when he's okay.
What?
Tell me when you're ready.
He's ready now.
I don't know. Hold on 1 second. You got me all.
Oh God,
Kerfluckered.
It's the infinite.
Okay.
We'll
come back to you.
You guys are... Hold your phone. Just a minute. Oh, check it out. This was the first image I used.
Vav asks, can you upload a limited art library for it to pull from? Some AIs, yes, you can. But you're going to have to do a little bit of research to find which ones. The ones that I do know of are paid, so I don't really feel comfortable recommending on the podcast.
So that was this one right here. Oh, am I not even sharing? Oh, then I'm not going to do it.
Not yet. Hold on one sec. T3 says you can pay and actually get rights to use it.
That's
Jared,
confusing.
we're trying to have you share the screen. You just kept sharing the stream rather than your screen.
I don't know what you guys are talking
about. What? This is why we can't have nice things.
Andrew Dodge says, I just generated Post-Apocalyptic Wonderland and Dragon Horror and tagged you 3 and Crypto Comics.
That sounds cool.
Man. Nice.
That sounds super cool.
Rose says, yes, but I won't be able to watch Eli eat poo. I don't know if you should.
Probably not. They'll be like, kibosh on that.
Wait a second.
I'm in the UK. If
you're watching Eli eat poo, is that why you're losing internet?
Is that why you get kicked out of the library? JD Smith Did Artist comes in and says, by the way, it wasn't a brag. I was pointing out the studios are already using this technology on some of our favorite entertainment properties. That's pretty cool, man.
Yeah. I call it a flex.
Nobody's Illusion says, side note, don't put you into crayon.
Oh, that's scary.
I kind of want to do it.
No, I do too. Jared, are you going to show your screen?
Oh, are you serious? We're going back to that again?
Yes.
All right, you're going to have to wait a second. Hold on. Now I got to figure out which one it is.
Oh, my Lord. Okay, well.
Nope.
While you're doing that, you guys really want to get creeped out?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Where?
So this one, Pixray is one of the ones that I used. This one creeps me out, first of all, just because it is like uncomfortably accurate, and I don't think I like that. Okay. So I typed in Crypto Comics podcast.
Oh, no.
And look at this. How does it know that it's 3 dudes?
Does that say crack over?
Well, that would mean Jared's on the right.
Yeah.
Are you guys serious? I'm on the left. Actually, I'm in the middle. That's you, Matt. You're under crack.
I think that might be me.
Oh, is that you, Fry?
I think it might be.
Oh, maybe. Matt has more of a beard than you.
Would that be Brodo in the background?
No, that's Lindsay.
It could. I don't know, man. It's weird though. Like it creeped me out. So the next thing
wild.
Up,
you look like the penguin, Fry.
I kind of do.
Oh, so dude, I look like freaking. I've got a freaking chest thing, dude. I look like freaking Stark, dude.
So this is interesting about Dolly is that using the term comic, even though I went Crypto Comics podcast, it actually pulled up layouts for pages. So it actually the cool. AI generated its own layouts, which is kind of interesting because all of these layouts are actually kind of cool,
decent enough.
So, yeah, like there's a use case for AI right there. Come up with my layout.
Well, I don't know, man. That would be crazy. You'd have to be so freaking specific.
Do you?
Yeah.
I think that's supposed to be Matt right there.
That is Matt.
This one's definitely Jared.
Talking to a judge. What the hell?
That is creepy.
See? Those are definitely me. Yeah, these will give me nightmares.
Those are cat people.
At this point. Now, here's where it's really weird, is I decided to put in Crypto Comics Marketplace just to see if changing that one keyword would change anything. This kind of freaked me out.
That's crazy, dude.
Huh. Do you guys see it yet?
We're affiliated with Bitcoin.
Look. It's an astronaut. It's an astronaut's helmet. Look into the side, dude. I see it.
I can kind of see that. Yeah, I can kind of see that.
And it's Jared.
I mean, that looks like a Cyclops, except 4 Cyclopses merged into one pre-birth.
And here's poor Fry carrying everything on his back.
Dude, seriously. That one like hit it right on nail.
But some of these are just like super interesting. I don't know. I think it's fun.
Very
so
weird.
Let's see here. We're gonna look inside of the chat now, real quick. Remember, T3 Comics did say that you can also pay and get usage rights for these images. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna start pulling from random elements on chat here. Okay. So let's see. Nobody's Leader says don't put you in. So we're doing it. Keep in mind, guys, we are doing this in real time. So if this comes up with something that is not safe for work, I totally apologize ahead of time.
Is doing it live, real time.
Nobody's Lucian also said, do put in Mystic Arts. So we're going to do that really quick here. Let's see what that comes up with. We'll just kind of run a few of these at the same time here. Dominic Colby says, can we private message the art if it makes it, if it didn't end up very safe for work? You can, but we probably wouldn't be able to use that for a badge, Dom, just to be honest with you. Just because, kids on the platform want to make sure that they're safe. You know what I mean?
But if it makes you laugh, you could always send it to us.
T3 Comics says, I would put it out just like that and confuse people with the comic, with the layout pages that we were showing. Okay, JD Smith, Digi Artist, wants us to do, what is this? Paul Blart
and Mall Mutant. Yes.
Oh, Lord.
Yes.
Let's go.
Whew. Or does he want them 2 separate ones?
Who knows? We're just going for it. So this one here, I put in you. That's not really me. Is it me? Kind of me.
Oh, we already created Mutant Paul Blart. Oh, that's
Hell
creepy.
Yeah.
Ooh,
this is awesome.
That looked like that robot that had emotional issues on.
Oh, look, it's like one dude with 2 little dudes in his hands, and he's like telling them what to do.
That's an alien. Love it.
That's definitely me. And that's
no,
with
that's
you 2.
The Cabal.
You 2 are my puppets.
What? The Hezai is. Jesus. I'm controlled by one person and one person alone.
So Mystic Arts pulled these ones up. Ooh, this is kind of cool.
Ooh, that's pretty.
Oh, that is.
Ooh.
Oh, that's a bear. You see it? Or maybe a raccoon. Oh, that's bad. That could be a heart.
Yeah, some of these are pretty sweet.
Oh, dude, pull it. Dude, there was a triangle. One of them. Did you see it? The all-seeing eye on the left there. Oh, the Dove of Peace.
Are you making up these nicknames as I pull these up, or are those real?
No, that's the all-seeing eye.
There's the all-seeing eye right there, man. What are you talking about?
You see it right in the center of the pyramid? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then if you go down to the bottom left one, no, there's the Dove of Peace.
Yeah.
And then if you go to the one over to the right of that one's that 6-armed woman that likes to cut dudes' heads off.
Okay, this is kind of funny.
Or something, I can't remember her name.
T3 says, can you imagine backing a comic on Kickstarter and getting a 50+ page comic like that of the random comic pages that it generates? That would be, I couldn't even be mad. Just call the comic Skynet. You know what I mean?
That'd be kind of cool.
All right, let's see. Dominic says he sent it to you directly, Matt. None of the guys that are on the stream are allowed to check their social media during the stream. Just give everybody a heads up.
Not. Yeah, we know what Matt's social media would bring up.
It wasn't me that everybody had the problem with. Yeah. That was Fry.
Oh, actually. Look, dude, it's the guy who doesn't have a brain right there on the right.
Do we really want to do this? You know what? I kind of do.
What?
John Carpenter's
Tickle Me thing? That's funny.
Ooh.
I think you spelled tickle me wrong.
My problem is I got this new keyboard and
yeah, it sucks.
I'm just not used to it. It's a good one now, though. I got a nice one now.
Maybe.
So
I don't
what
know.
else? What else should we have here?
That's change the AI.
I should probably hide that just in case it comes up with something terrifying. Where was the Paul Blart one? There we go.
What? Paul Blart, Mall Mutant. Oh, that's actually kind of cool.
Okay, you know what? I kind of like this.
That's creative. That one's cool. The one on the right is pretty awesome, actually. The bottom corner. Jeez.
Jared as a Cabbage Patch Kid. It doesn't know who.
Well, if you want to do it right, you should put "He who rules" as a Cabbage Patch Kid is how you should put it. Because that's what Jared means in Hebrew.
T3 says Bigfoot smoking weed. Ooh, this is what came up with John Carpenter. Oh my God, that looks like John Carpenter. Whoa, this is so nuts. And imagine how this is going to look like 10 years from now. You know what I mean?
Why?
All right.
They'll just plug it into my brain and shoot it in there and be like, hey, here's your image. Buy this too.
I'm doing the PG version, Bigfoot marijuana.
Oh, wow. Yeah,
that's not the PG
All right. So
version.
while we're doing that, though, I'm going to do a quick shout out. You guys are going to dig this. So check this out. So T3, as I mentioned before, he's actually working on a book where he's going to utilize AI art. And it's insane because he's essentially figured out a way to make the AI art really copy his style rather than artists copying the AI art style. So I'm going to show these because if you guys ever checked out Death Dwells, any of that kind of stuff.
Wait, man, when do I get to show mine, jerk face?
Not right now.
Oh, that's
look at how cool that is.
Sauce. So, wow, that is awesome.
Crazy.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Damn, that looks cool as shit.
That is.
What the hell? Are they walking towards us or away from us?
I don't know, man. I love that. I love that image.
That's wicked. Man, if you ever wanted to know you remember how they said the path to hell is paved with good intentions?
Mm-hmm.
That Check
is it out.
Wicked.
Jared is a Cabbage Patch doll.
It missed the mark completely.
Did it?
Yeah.
Did it though?
Yeah. I'm not a redhead weirdo. And I don't have long hair. And I don't have my rib attached to a zipper.
We're gonna do this.
Oh my gosh, Fry, go for it.
Ready?
You know what? You want to play that game?
Dang it, he still has some controls.
He does have access to his own camera. What? I think it kind of looks like him.
You're full of crap.
Here, this one looks just like you when you get excited.
Yeah.
That is horrible, Fry. That is horrible. That's really bad. That is really, really bad. Is that what excites you?
I don't know. It's a Cabbage Patch doll. But Jared. All right, let's go back over. So here's another one from T3 that I thought was really bad. And thank you again, T3, for letting us use this on this live stream, man.
Dude, that looks like a winged almost angel with a spear right in front of it or something, maybe kneeling.
Dude, I think that looks like album art from
so 80s, stabbing into a book. Maybe it's a book down below.
I was gonna say it almost has this heavy metal feel to it.
Heavy metal on Netflix.
Heavy metal. Okay, sorry.
Heavy metal.
I'm digging that.
That is really cool.
So
I have definitely not been using my credits very well.
Well, let me see it. Share your screen.
I want to share my screen. You'll just make fun of me.
I will not make fun of you.
Yeah, you will.
Guys,
I
You'll
give
just
you a
tease
no
me.
make fun of you
Elementary
guarantee.
school.
Whatever.
A no make fun of you guarantee.
You're lying to me.
I'm not.
All right. Share my screen. So.
You zoom in?
Well, I don't know. I think I can actually blow up the image. Well, I don't know what that's all about. So that was my first image. The phrase was Royal Dragon, and this was the image that was used for the whatever inspiration.
Oh, I see. So it actually used the guidelines of the clouds and stuff to try to come up with a swap.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, and
Did
so
you have that hard angle.
So that one was I used digital illustration, low poly, and psychedelic, but it also was set in the not so realistic, so it was more dreamscapey and stuff. I think is what it said. And then there's this one. This one was pretty cool. This actually, there's a head right here that looks like it. There's kind of a dragon thing going on right here.
I can see it.
But this was the picture that I used. And again, I only did Royal Dragon, and this one was Love Craftian and Johan Greenrear were the styles.
You can go back up. That one's pretty rad.
Now,
I
would actually really like to see that in a comic book. Like, that whole Lovecraftian thing. That's actually kind of cool.
Yeah.
That's neat.
Pretty neat.
I like that one.
Pretty neat.
And that goes into what Vav was talking about with the capability of utilizing your own image library in order to help the AI produce, more relevant content. That's pretty cool. So
yeah, it's interesting now that I know that the more like instruction you give it, the better chance you have of something like, a little bit more along the lines. Like T3's, like you could actually see, the direction he was going with things versus mine were, that second one was a little bit better, but it wasn't very, like it's using your imagination to connect the dots, and you don't have a solid picture of what it is, like that's not a royal dragon. That's the idea of a royal and a dragon intermixed into a collage of lines that I doodle that freaking, I can doodle that. I start with an eye and then there's teeth, but there's no jaw,
Mm-hmm. I mean, the thing is, though, is that it's really a pretty new technology. I mean, it's been being used for the last couple of years, but as far as mainstream usage, it's still pretty new. So it makes you wonder how accurate those dragons' teeth and lips.
Hey,
and
do you guys remember the super old school freaking thing? I remember in 4th grade, man, because so I would go into computer class and I would put in this code, and this little triangle would draw shapes, and you had to do the code to draw the shape.
You're talking about
and
Q
it was
Basic?
always probably, I don't know. It was back when I was in 4th grade, so that was what, like 80?
I think you might be talking about Q Basic.
No, 84, 83. But it was a little program they used with kids. You would do basic coding.
It's been 83 years.
No, it hasn't been 83 years. I'm not that freaking old, dude. Are you kidding me right now? I don't look that old.
All right, prove it. Come on in and let's see those grades.
All right, they are pretty bad. Okay, I probably am 80.
Be that old, yeah.
But do you remember? Okay, do you guys remember that though? You put in the code and it would like draw a triangle, and then but the design would be like rows of triangles, and so you'd have to figure out the code to do that. And I'll bet you this AI stuff works the same way. You figure out the code language to the AI that gets that what you're looking for, and you'll be able to duplicate that in other images until you get the language with the AI down to where you guys are syncing.
Oh. Want to see something creepy? I typed in 3 comic fans reading a book while sitting on the couch. I'm pretty sure this is us, boys.
Wow.
Dude, that is not us. That looks like some inbred mofos. Whoa.
Come on. Let's
Dude.
go. This one on the right-hand
Somebody's
side
showing a little too much skin there.
Look, I'm just saying.
Huh? Oh, Cyclops in the middle, crossing the legs.
Try and say that's not us. I'm about to change the logo for this podcast. Right
that
now,
is not us, dude.
So, Fry,
what the hell's a member berry?
JD Smith says, I just typed in man silenced by society and it produced an image of Matt. Very strange.
Whoa.
Wow. So, have you actually run into any of those kind of glitches like they used to have with
Thank you, Digi.
What am I trying to say? The negative stereotypes and stuff like that.
As far
like
as
this
AIR
is going to take our jobs. These are going to take the jobs.
That's what I named this stream. It's coming for our jobs.
It's going to take our jobs.
I really do.
No, like I remember when Google first had something, and basically you put in your face and it will show you other faces like yours. Do you remember when that like really first came out? Black women were having trouble because they would put something in there and it would come up as some random animal, like a pit bull or something like that. Like it was a glitch in the system. It was not intentional by any means, but everybody was like, "Oh, take it down."
Yeah, we're gonna get canceled.
Oh yeah. Then there's also stuff like the Twitter bot. When was it Microsoft's Twitter bot?
Oh, that was terrifying.
Yeah, but I mean,
the AI
has
Twitter
anybody?
bot?
Oh,
it scanned Twitter, and then what ended up happening is it evolved itself to speak Twitter, which ended up being terribly rude.
Oh, racist? Like,
well, that makes sense because Twitter is
very anti-Semitic and just rude.
It took
That's because people on Twitter are that way.
4 hours to become a total asshole. There's no other
but
way.
I mean,
sorry about the language.
It's longer than I would get. Dude, Twitter is a cesspool.
I don't think it took that long. But I know they took it down within 24 hours. But
then that's how long it took it.
No, there was.
You're saying it hit the mark long before they took it down.
Oh yes, it did.
Peasry Comics says, I think we should start a GoFundMe for Matt to get a new mic and Jared to get better internet. #tech.
Hey, dude, just so you know, Starlink is only a cool $1,000 to start up and then like $150 a month or something like that. So I'm just waiting for my stimulus. Should be here any minute.
Are they doing stimuluses again?
Sure. Why not? Maybe they're sending it overseas. They're probably sending it overseas. Hell, we don't need it, right?
So just let everybody know, anywhere that you guys are watching this, you guys will be able to see this comment. Now, keep in mind that this comment might get cut and jumbled on some platforms, but it's got a few different links to some free options for you guys to go and check out. So after the stream, make sure you guys do it. And once again, tag us in whatever you guys make, and we'll not promise we'll make everything badges, but we'll kind of check it out. I want to do something cool though. I want to do like I don't know. Like now I just want to. I want to do like.
You guys try Replicate?
Replicate's pretty sweet.
Yeah, Replicate is pretty sweet. So wait a minute, I have a question real quick. Sorry, not to take you guys off track or anything like that. I think you guys actually had like a plan or something like that. But so are all these people working? What? Why are you laughing, Fry?
I said the plan's gone. The plan died. We took it out back.
I done strangled it.
We
strangled
took
the
it.
plan.
We took it to a plan farm where it's running around for the end
We
of its
farmed
days
it out.
with
I love
other happy
farming.
plans. They're just living their
Oh,
life.
dude, I'm a plan whisperer. Anywho, so is the technology from all these different websites their own? So this is its own programming language. Are they using like a certain kind of language, or is it they came up with the language themselves? They had to create the AI to do it. So that's the proprietary aspect of the website. They're sharing this
I know
shit
that
like blockchain
most of these platforms are
technology.
actually open source, so there's nothing proprietary about that. They give you the code so that you could take the code and build it into something else. But I don't know enough about development to like on AI development to know like what type of scripting language and stuff they use. You know what I mean? Because it's not exactly triggering events; it's creating them. So,
Well,
that's
is
my
it
wheelhouse.
creating them or is it collaging them? Like technically, it could be taking a ton of shiz from the interwebs, and smashing it all together, taking voice recognition software to
Mm-hmm.
put forth like an image structure, like you know, because when like I gave it Royal Dragon and there was some dragon-esque, formations happening, and I said royal, and there was some grandeur, like almost crownish designs within the structure. So is it creating, or is it just literally taking what's been created and mashing it together to come up with something cool? And then the more detailed you explain it, the better the computer is able to pull those pieces to, and I guess it is creating something, maybe, I don't know, but it seems like it would be more like it's creating by grabbing stuff from all over the place and smashing it together.
Well, and so that's I don't know enough to answer your question honestly, so I probably shouldn't. That's something somebody is smart enough to answer, but not me.
Digi, where are you, man?
I mean, I think you'd have to be kind of a core developer of the process in order to answer that question honestly or accurately.
Yeah, probably.
But I
These
will
are the
say
kind of
this:
questions I ask, guys.
there is one thing about AI art that scares the crap out of me.
What?
So, like all of my personal art, I've taken offline. I don't post any of it. I haven't for years. I scrubbed, DeviantArt. I did all those things. I got all those accounts off just because when we started Crypto Comics, I didn't ever want there to be any type of potential like negative. You know what I mean, with the fact that I was an artist and things like that. There are some published work that's out there that I'm
Conflict of
credited on.
interest?
Yeah, but I didn't want there to be any type of conflict of interest with other artists or anything like that I might be helping promote and stuff. So the things that were, that are published and things like that, those are still out there, of course, but, just sketches and those kind of things. So I took them all down. However, one very, very interesting thing that I found out is that AI generation methods aren't limited to what's available now. Their limitation is what has been available ever. So just because something isn't on DeviantArt or isn't on Google or things like that, doesn't mean that it wasn't at one point. So
you have the Wayback Machine.
Yeah, so they're using things like Wayback. So I wanted to see just how like creepy some of this stuff got. And
It's
some
not
people
creepy,
did
dude. They're
things.
stealing shit from you. Show us.
Well, no, like how people will like, let me punch in my name and see if it comes up with something, So
right?
what I did, and this is gonna weird
Creepy.
you guys out, I'm sure. Here, let me share my screen.
I'm so creeped out, dude.
Because this honestly, this kind of did creep me the hell out. Okay, so the type of artwork that I always did before, and these guys know, but people in the community might not, it was always graffiti style art. Is what I've always done. Now this is where it gets really, really damn weird. Why is it not? Give me 1 second, guys. For some reason,
dude, have you ever seen the 13th Warrior?
Let me share it. Okay, so if I put in my name and the word astronaut, because I just wanted to see what would happen, I was expecting it to try to make like my face or things like that, right? Instead, what it did is it made graffiti drawings on a motorcycle.
That's awesome.
Yet I never input motorcycle.
Scary.
I never input graffiti.
But your social media, you put your name.
Exactly.
And you put astronaut, and then you have a lot of content online of you riding motorbikes.
But it's a little weird that all of these are done to look like graffiti.
That is weird. I mean, I'm not going to lie. That is weird. And it makes me think that the AI might intimately know you.
Now, like I said, I did put astronaut, so that explains the astronaut being in all of them. But I did not put graffiti. I did not put motorcycle. I did not put, street art. I didn't put anything like that. I put Andrew Fry, astronaut.
How long has this love affair been going on between you and the AI?
It's been 83 years.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, how weird is that? So
did you see that one? Check it out. Go back. Go back to the pink one. Boom. Looks like two people hugging. The AI is giving you a big old fat hug, Fry. Like, you're my favorite, Fry.
So yeah, it creeps me out because
it should.
It's been at least 3 years now that any of my art's even been accessible online. As far as I know, it might be. You know what I mean?
Way back goes way back.
Yeah, it's creepy.
To the beginning.
It's just creepy that it would automatically go to that.
I think it's creepy that it did the graffiti style, man. I think that's freaking that's creepy.
Well, the graffiti style creeped me out, but the motorcycle did as well, because the motorcycle is newer type of content. The graffiti would be older type of content, which means that
and the astronaut is just something sandwiched in the middle.
I put astronaut on there, so that's what explains the astronaut element of it. You know what I mean? But again, my assumption was that it would try to make a face. You know what I mean?
But
things like that.
Own all those images?
No. Whatever Crayon owns them, because I did not purchase those images.
Really? Mm-hmm. So you can create the image. They get to keep the image and cycle it, delete it, do whatever, but you can buy it from them, and it's an NFT if you do. So, are any of these NFTs yet?
Okay, so that's where things are starting to get interesting. Is that one of the most relevant usage of AI art is turning into NFTs. A lot of people are just plummeting blockchain tech with these. OpenSea is just literally overflowing at this point with it. And so that's what's getting a lot of people interested, because they say, well, if an AI generated this art, is it really yours?
No.
Hold up. That actually kind of goes into, there was a photographer a while ago who dropped his camera. The monkey picked it up and accidentally took a selfie. So he tried to copyright that, but basically he got shut down because they were saying, the courts found that only humans can create art, is what they were saying.
The fuck?
Jared, can you read this comment?
Right. So there's no point in deleting my old photo bucket folder. Gay times pizza orgies. AI will find it regardless. I really should have read that one before I read that one.
I knew you'd walk into it.
I thought Digi had come with the answer when I was like, Digi, we need your help. And he comes with the freaking get me in trouble phrase. Oh my geez. Luckily, I didn't say the N word.
Which word would that be, Jared?
The orgy one.
Really?
Yeah, real. I didn't say it.
If Jared says it, I don't get in trouble.
Wait a minute. Are you saying I'm going to get in trouble?
I mean, you probably could.
I don't want to get in trouble.
If Lindsay
calls but you I didn't even write that.
The ground really fast.
I know. I'm probably going to get penalized.
Okay. T3 comes in and says, I sent you another image for Death Dwells. If you want to see a creepy face of a character I'm working on, or PM on Facebook. I'll tell you what, I made the rule that we can't check social media while we're on the stream. But I will check that out, and if you're cool with it, we'll throw it up so that everybody can see it. Or if you would like T3, post that thing up. Just tag Crypto Comics in it. That way people can find it.
That is a messed up folder, Digi. That is messed up.
All right, Vav comes in and says, "Welcome to the world of big data, and imagine what the marketing company know about you. So much."
Dude, guess what? They know how my pee smells.
Dominic says, "I'm surprised Jared hasn't got you guys shut down yet, to be honest."
What are you talking about?
Jay Smith says, "What can I say? College."
Dude, college be brainwashing people. Be careful.
Okay, so back to the topic we were talking about.
Too, Jared?
The way
what? No, it's not. It's not a conspiracy theory. It's a conspiracy. Lord. There's a difference. It stopped being the theory a long time ago.
Okay, so the way that I look at this, guys, is that it's still a tool. So similar to Photoshop, Illustrator, those type of elements. If I use Photoshop to create an image, that doesn't mean that Adobe owns that image. It means I used it as a tool. Now, it is arguable that AI generation does a heck of a lot more work than Photoshop does. And I understand that. But at the same time,
but it's still a tool.
You have to guide it. Yeah, you have to tell it what you need it to do.
It's your inspiration that's actually creating the art. It's just taking what you're giving it and assimilating.
So, since AI can generate art, do you think that it could add value if you were able to put it onto blockchain so that you could prove what artist actually used AI to generate that art?
Well, that's where the blockchain would be beneficial to the AI art. So right now we're dealing with a situation where people are like, I am unsure who owns what, where, when, and how it was created.
Right.
And what blockchain would do would allow you to actually be able to assign that and say, okay, no, I created this because I put forth the effort, I put forth the inspiration, I put forth the details, I put all the ingenuity in there, and then this was what spit out, but the blockchain is just recording what the AI did for me. Really is what it is. It's more of a contract between you and the AI would be the blockchain, right?
I think so. I mean, time will tell.
Shit.
Once again,
that was like
let me make that statement right again. Dude. Once again, all this information could change 3 months from now. We're talking about something that's very cutting edge.
No, dude, it's going to be contracts between us and AI, dude. I better get me a badass one.
Well, we're at an hour now.
Okay. All right. So, chat. As I said before, there are links inside of the chat where you guys can check out a few different free tools. If you guys find other tools that you think would be helpful and you post about them on social media, make sure you tag us so that other people can find them. We really appreciate it. We're trying to do this whole taggy thing. That way our community's not stuck just talking on one video. Seems, sucks. So... Dominic asks, whatever happened to you getting Jared a tinfoil hat?
He's broke.
You know what we're going to do?
He can't even afford tinfoil.
It's true.
What? I'm sorry. What?
He's absolutely right. Secondary to that, you know what I say we do next week?
What?
Next week we do it, man. We do a conspiracy show.
Really? Dude.
Okay. No.
Come up with some comic book conspiracy theories.
That's exactly what we're doing. Thank you.
Nice.
It's so funny that you would say no. You would sit there and say no.
I know you
and then you don't even know that I'm about to deliver.
You thought of 17 conspiracy theories that would all get us shut down on YouTube before you thought of comics. I know you.
That is not true. Like what, dude? Like Alex Jones?
Bro, you're gonna get us flagged again. All right, so next week that's what we do. That's our topic: is different conspiracy theories in comics. I think.
All right, cool. That'll
chat
be fun.
what do you guys think.
That'll be cool.
And chat, keep in mind, if you guys have ideas for shows, let us know.
Yes.
Throw down. We'll keep this show rolling. It's a long hoe to row, but we're Idahoans, so we were built for it.
Don't, Fry. Don't.
Yeah. You heard it right, Fry.
With that, we're going to close this stream.
Long road to hoe, boy. Long road to hoe. Can you do it? Can you grab and lift up and walk off the field, boy? Huh?
Thanks, everyone.
This is why I have a headache every day.